Hello. In this video, you'll learn how to take a third-party exam with Honorlock. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this tutorial, and our goal is that by the end of this video, you'll be able to install the Honorlock extension, understand the Honorlock proctoring steps, and know how to use all the features in the mid-exam student toolbar. For this demo, I will be using the Canvas learning management system, but the process of starting an Honorlock exam is very similar if you're using a different LMS such as Blackboard or D2L. To start, you will need to ensure that you meet our minimum system requirements. Honorlock is compatible with Mac, PC, and Chrome OS devices. Honorlock is not compatible with cell phones or tablets, so you will need access to a desktop or laptop computer. Please be sure to use Google Chrome, as that is the only Honorlock supported browser. Once you've met those technical requirements, head on over to your institution's learning management system and navigate to your Honorlock tab. Select Launch next to the assessment you wish to take. If Honorlock detects that you have not yet installed the Honorlock extension, you will be prompted to agree to Honorlock's terms of service and privacy policy and select Get Started. This will open the Google Chrome Web Store in a new tab where you can add the extension to Chrome. Once it's installed, head back to the exam page where you can start the quiz. On this page, you will be informed of our data collection and use policy. You will be asked to authorize the collection of data and agree to Honorlock's terms of service. We provide the data collection and use policy to you before you start the authentication steps to promote transparency of what type of data we collect and how we use and share the information with the institution. Once you agree to the data collection policy and terms of service, you may continue. Before proceeding with the exam, now would be a great time to put away any unauthorized materials, use the restroom, and make sure that you're able to follow all of your professor's requirements for this assessment. When you're ready, click the blue Launch Proctoring button. The first step of the authentication process is the photo. Please center your face into the frame and select the Take Photo button. Please be sure that you're in a well-lit area, because if Honorlock detects poor lighting conditions, you may be prompted to try this step again. The next step of the authentication process is ID verification. Please use a school-issued identification card if you have one available, or you can use a government-issued ID. Select I have my ID, hold the identification card into the frame, and select Take ID Photo. Please hold the ID steady and as close as possible to the frame to ensure that it is clear and legible. The last step of authentication is the room scan. You'll be prompted to pick up your webcam or laptop and scan your entire testing environment. In this demo, I won't be performing a room scan myself, but my colleague Nick performed a great room scan, and I'd like to demonstrate what a perfect room scan looks like. During the room scan step, Nick picks up the laptop and scans it around the room, and he is sure to include his entire table area. You may have noticed a cell phone on the table, but Nick will shortly put that away. Once he sets the laptop back on the table, he takes his cell phone and shows the webcam the device being powered completely off. He then places the phone behind him, out of reach, while always being in view of the webcam. He then takes a mirror and shows that the device is clear of any unauthorized notes. you'll need to abide by all your professor's guidelines pertaining to the room scan, and the tasks that you are required to do might differ from the example room scan. If it's an open note assessment, your professor might require you to show both sides of your notes to the webcam during the room scan step. Once you've completed the room scan, you can select I'm done, and you'll be shown a video replay of your room scan attempt. If you need to perform another attempt because you may have missed something, please select No Redo and try again. Otherwise, you can select Yes, Submit. The next step is to share your screen with Honorlock. Select Launch Screen Recording. Until this screen is selected, the Share button will be gray and unclickable. Click the screen within the window, and the Share button will turn blue, and then you can select Share to continue. Now that the authentication steps are done, the next step is to navigate to the third-party exam. If your professor provided a link to the website, it will be provided on this launch page. Otherwise, open a tab in Google Chrome and locate your exam. Once you've opened your exam, you may notice a password field. Don't be concerned, as you are not supposed to know the exam password because it will be entered in by Honorlock. Once you've selected the password field, open the webcam window where you completed the authentication steps. You'll notice a button that says "Click here to insert password." Please click that button and it'll prompt Honorlock to fill in the password. Alternatively, you may select the Insert Password button directly above your student toolbar to insert the password. Once the password is entered in, you can then launch your assessment. Now that the assessment is loaded, I'd like to guide your attention to the bottom of the page. Feel free to click Hide to hide Google Chrome's notification that the screen is being shared with Honorlock. This may be useful if this notification is blocking any exam content. On the bottom of the exam page is the Mid-Exam Student Toolbar. The Calculator button will open or close the Honorlock Basic or Scientific Calculator if made available by the instructor. You may reposition the calculator by dragging the blue bar at the top of the calculator, anywhere on the page. Selecting the compression icon will reduce the size of the calculator, and selecting the expansion icon will revert the calculator back to its original size. Selecting the X button on the top right of the calculator window will minimize the calculator. To bring the calculator back into view, click the Calculator button on the toolbar. Interim calculations will always be maintained in the Honorlock calculator, even if it is minimized or if a different page is accessed during the exam. The Exam Guidelines and Allowed Websites button will open a sidebar containing the instructor's exam guidelines, and any authorized URLs will be provided here. Selecting any links in the sidebar will open the URL in a new tab. To close the sidebar, click the X on the top right corner of the sidebar, or select the Exam Guidelines and Allowed Websites button on the toolbar. Clicking the pin icon will keep the sidebar open as you navigate through different pages of the exam. Selecting the Proctor window will bring your Honorlock proctoring window to the front of the screen. This may be useful if the window is hidden or if you need to reposition the webcam to stay in view. Hide Toolbar will collapse the toolbar. This feature may be useful if there is exam content behind the toolbar and would otherwise be inaccessible. While the toolbar is collapsed, you may drag the toolbar along the bottom of the exam window. Selecting Expand Toolbar will bring back the full toolbar. Once you've submitted the exam, please select the orange Exit Honorlock button on the right of your student toolbar to end Honorlock proctoring. Thanks again for watching this video, and I wish you the best of luck on your assessments. Have a great day.